Hey everyone, welcome from Sun Valley, Idaho. I'm starting the channel over, so might as well start it in a fresh new place. I'm Daniel Hoang, and here's my story. So in 2020, I went out, started my own company, and started creating a lot of content, and then I went to therapy. And so here's what happened. So I entered 2020 with the intention of doing therapy for the purpose that mental health will be my competitive advantage as a business owner. Little I know that the pandemic would happen, George Floyd would happen, and then everything would slow down. And it gave my body the opportunity to pause. And literally for 2 weeks, life kind of shut down. And what happens is if you're running, just like when you go on vacation, you end up getting sick. So that slow down time, what happened with George Floyd, all the above things started to emerge. And more it came out, and it came out hard. And for whatever reason, maybe it's just the way I'm wired, I like to just pick at the scab. I picked at it, and I picked at it, and I picked at it, to the point where it opened up an entire wound. It opened up layers upon layers. In this channel, I'll share a little bit more over time, my story. But essentially, at one point, I think 3 years into the journey, one of my kids said, I think Daniel broke himself. And in a sense I did, but I didn't break myself. I broke the shell that was holding myself in. So you see, life is just full of mundane things. We grind away. Here I am going through 300 photos that I need to edit. And it's gonna be grind. In order to grind, in order to create stuff, in order to build massive things, you need a workforce, you need a labor force that's willing to just grind through it. And for 40 plus years, that's what I did. Daniel grinds through everything, and I beat people by working harder than anyone else. And that working hard part ended up consuming me. And the 3-year therapy was slowly to uncover, break down those layers. And those layers are strong. The mask is very strong. At some point, I'll introduce you to the different masks that I wear over my career. And it's painful. It was painful uncovering it, and I was oblivious to it. And I did bad things, I did good things, and I just am. So welcome to my journey. So one of my healing journeys is also working with biofeedback, and I've been doing a lot of biohacking following Brian Johnson and a couple other people online. I think along with the therapy, the biohacking part has also kind of worked on my nervous system. And so this is a neural sim. It works by stimulating the vagus nerve. And so what I do is I clip it right here. And there's a device. I will turn it on. And currently set for 30 minutes. That's about, I do 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. So you press OK in the timer, and you turn up the power until you start feeling a little tingle. So it does, I'm assuming it's running some electrical pulse. I'm not a big fan of getting shocked, and so I will typically kind of find that point where you start feeling a tingle and you dial it back a little bit. There we go. It's coming up a little bit more. Okay. There we go. So just confirming it works. So I'm dialing back, and I press play. So 30 minutes later, I'm done in the session. So typically I will do this just nighttime. Right now, editing some photos. Good time to just get this going. What I found was, I don't know, it's just kind of, I'm watching my sleep data with my Aura Ring and my Apple Watch that I'm not wearing right now, but I'm finding that my HRV, so heart rate variability, those numbers are improving. My deep sleep is getting a little bit better. And so I think that I'm just getting in a calmer state, and it's working well. So I spent the last 10 years just trapped inside of a body that was struggling with life, and I tried really hard to work on the sleep part of it, and I got stuck. So at the beginning of 2020, I made it a mission, said I'm going to figure this out, whatever it takes, and I'm going to go for it. I went to weekly therapy for almost 3 years, did some psychodramas, EMDR, just a bunch of different things, and I'll share more on this channel. But essentially what I've done is I've uncovered multiple layers, or I'll call them masks, that I wear along the way, and started to get closer and closer to finding my true deep self. And that self has been hidden away for 40 plus years. I'm in a process and in a journey of getting to know myself again, and just learning and grieving the impacts that wearing these masks have had on me. All the successes that came along with it, yes, I thank you for that, but also just the price I paid in using those masks. So that's part of the journey. I'm going to continue to share what else I'm doing to learn and to understand, and ultimately just to be, to accept all that I am. So I'm Daniel Hoang, and thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I'm going to be sharing more of my story in the coming episodes and things I put out, but just wanted to take a moment to start over. I'm a little rusty. I got some new gear. I'm going to try to up-level it a little bit. But more importantly, I just wanted to share my story as a wounded healer. I've gone deep into my inner world, done some really wacky things, some illegal things, some legal things, and everything in between. So we're going to find out. We're going to go on a journey. If you're interested, follow along. It's going to be a good ride. You're enough. You're loved. You're not alone. See you soon, friend.